Hi everyone, welcome back to Cooking with Shotgun Red, and I'm Sheila.
And I'm Jennifer.
And we have a recipe today that I think you're really going to love, and we have had a lot of people asking for this recipe.
We have, and it's a classic recipe that everybody may have tried or had, but maybe have never made it. And so we're going to make it with you today. This has kind of got everything in it too.
It does.
It's got, your vegetables and your meat and everything. So it's kind of a meal in itself.
And some sour cream.
And Sheila's got sour cream.
I love sour cream.
It's got a little bit of extra, a little something in there that we've thrown in, and we're going to show you how to do it right now. So we started off with our potatoes, and we've got them peeled and chopped up. Sheila was peeling those potatoes.
Taters, and I was slinging holes everywhere.
She said we were probably going to find those skins all over the kitchen because that stuff was flying.
I said, you can find these behind your coffee pot.
So she peeled them, we cut them into thirds, and we've got them in the pot. And so we've got them boiling. We put them in cold water and started to boil them with some salt in there. And while those are boiling, we're going to start working on the meat.
Right.
Right. So here we go. So we're starting off with 2 pounds of ground beef, and we're going to chop all that up and get that browning up. So once we have that lean ground beef in the pan and we're browning it up, we're going to add 1 medium chopped onion. Sheila can mix that in there. So now that we've got our hamburger all browned up, we're going to add in a tablespoon of minced garlic.
Yay.
I've got 2 teaspoons of salt and 2 teaspoons of black pepper, and we're just going to season the meat up. And then I've got 2 teaspoons of garlic powder.
Now I can eat this by itself.
It smells delicious, doesn't it?
Yes.
We're going to mix all that together. Okay, and so once we get all that mixed in, we're going to add, we have 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, and we're going to cook that in for about 2 minutes. Mix that in there together. Okay, so now that we've got that flour cooked up, we're going to add 4 tablespoons of ketchup. Mix all that together. And then we've got 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, the W sauce, Sheila's favorite word.
No, 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 no.
No, 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 no.
No, no, no.
And once we get all that mixed up, we're going to add in 2 cups of beef broth.
A lot of stirring goes on with this one, don't it?
Mm-hmm. So once we get that in there, we're going to let it simmer a little bit, and we're going to let this thicken up.
We turned off the heat, we let it sit for a few minutes, and now we're going to put in the peas and carrots.
Okay. And these are just your typical frozen bag of peas and carrots. We just let them sit out, thaw out a little bit, because they're going to cook when we put it in the oven here. So, and we're going to mix all that in.
Don't take long to thaw out in here, does it?
No, it doesn't. And we'll mix this together, and then while this is setting, we're going to drain our potatoes and start prepping those. So we cook these until they are fork tender, and we are going to drain them and mash them up. And you want to make sure that you drain these really, really good. We're going to use a whole stick of butter in here because we like butter. And we're going to take our little masher and we're going to mash these potatoes up a little bit and get them ready to go. Mash that butter into it.
That is literally mashed potatoes, isn't it?
That is mashed taters, as Sheila would call them.
Oh, yes. Taters.
All right, once you get the butter and the potatoes kind of somewhat mashed up here, we're going to take an egg yolk. And the best way to do this is just to crack that egg in half and just go back and forth and get the egg white off of it so that you're only getting the egg yolk, because you don't want the egg white. And then once you got that, you can put that in there. We're just going to save that for breakfast. Then I've got half a block of cream cheese. And we're going to use about a half a cup of sour cream. I'm going to mix all that together. Get it close to being mixed up. Yummy. Who doesn't like mashed taters? And then once we have that somewhat mashed, I'm going to take my mixer here and whip these up. So they're nice and smooth. They're completely mixed together. And if they get too thick, you can add a little milk. I may mix these again right before we put it on, but they look pretty good to me right now. So okay, so we've got our 9x13 baking dish, and we put some non-stick cooking spray in it. And Sheila's going to pour this big batch of yummy, delicious meat and vegetables that we prepped up on the stove. Get all that out of there, okay? And we're just going to level that all out. And that's already seasoned. Doesn't that look great?
It does.
It smells delicious. Okay, and then we're going to get our mashed taters.
Yes.
And put it on top.
Those really look good.
They smell delicious. Yeah, be careful when you're putting this in here that you don't get your vegetables mixed up on top. Not that it's going to taste any different, but it won't look as pretty.
Do we really have to put it in the oven, or can I just eat now?
Just get a spoon and start spooning it out?
I'll eat now.
Well, I guess you could, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna
oven.
We're gonna do it in the oven. Do it right. That's what makes it all absorb into that potato and get that flavor going. All right. So once we have that, and I'm just gonna here. You want to lick the spoon?
Can I really?
No. Steve would.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of salt and pepper, and you can, it's already seasoned, so you can just add a little bit. You can also add a little bit more later to taste. And we've already got our oven preheated.
Exactly.
On 375 degrees. And so we're going to put that in there for about 35 to 45 minutes, depending on the oven. We're just going to keep an eye on it and see how it browns up, and we'll be back. Okay, so we got this out of the oven. It was in there for 35 minutes. Doesn't that smell good?
It does.
Oh my gosh. So we're going to take a pinch of Parmesan and just sprinkle this on.
Look how pretty that looks.
It does. And we're going to add a little bit of paprika. Just a little bit of red. That adds a little color in there, doesn't it?
It does.
And we're going to add a little bit of fresh parsley flakes in there just to give it some color and some flavor. And gosh, it smells delicious. I know.
Delicious. Yes, let's go for it.
Okay, are we ready?
I am ready.
All right, bring a bowl over, Sheila.
There you go.
Let's get some of this. Boy, it smells delicious.
It does, and you have your whole meal in here. You got all your vegetables and
I
your
know.
meat.
Ready?
This is really good.
It's really good. The flavor. Everything in there is just delicious. And you'll want to let that set a little bit because it takes a little time to set up after you get it out of the oven. So we're kind of rushing this because we're hungry.
We're starving. We're always starving.
We're always starving.
What is it about the dinner bell?
Yeah, when we hear that dinner bell, we come a running.
Yes, definitely. That's us.
This is wonderful. You're going to love this. So thanks again for watching and liking,
Subscribing,
and sharing with all your friends. We really appreciate you. And don't forget to join our free membership.
Exactly.
We've got a membership. We've got new things coming. In fact, we have a cookbook coming out that we've been promising everybody, and we can't wait to share it with you.
People are asking constantly about a cookbook. And here a while back, I was at this store, and I was telling that lady about the cooking show, and she said, when are you going to come out with a cookbook? She says, I like to get the ones where you can order it with paperback, and then one wanted it online, and so it'll be on both.
It'll be both. And it's, you know, a lot of people say, what is Steve? You know, Steve started a cookbook, he just never got a chance to finish it, so we're going to finish it.
Yes.
And we're looking forward to releasing that, and we will keep you posted if you join our free membership. Make sure you're following us on all our social media sites at Cooking with Shotgun Red, and all those links are right down below this video, along with this delicious recipe always, and you can get those down there and make this at home for your family.
If this is not the best shepherd's pie,
If it ain't, it ought to be. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time right here on Cooking with Shotgun Red.
Bye.
We hope you enjoy this recipe, and we really hope you subscribe to our channel. That's easy. Little Shotgun Red's face will pop up over here in a little bit. When you click on it, it'll say subscribe, then you're subscribed. Next to it will be a little notification bell. If you click that little bell, then YouTube will send you every single one of our recipes or a notification that we posted one as soon as it comes out. See you next time right here on Cooking with Shotgun Red. Is this the best? If it ain't, it ought to be.